the major things that we want you guys to understand through this whole process of leadership is just to get an understanding for yourself. We want you guys to understand you so you guys can, be able to be effective leaders.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. You have a question? We are open for questions.
Well, I was about to say was that a lot when you have different calling, I think you act different. Because Malachi, he's a prophet, and he's less patient. But people are more straightforward.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's intercessor and evangelist. So she more nurturing, and she if you cry, she'll help you. But with Malachi, if you cry, he'd be okay. Now let's talk about what we need to do. And Apostle, she more nurturing.
So it's the gifting, it really, and that's what we have to understand. That's why we're talking about the prophets, because if you don't understand how a prophet acts, you might think that the prophet is being mean, and he really has no heart to be mean, or he or she has no mean to be mean, or you might think that the intercessor or the evangelist is being too nice and too caring. It's important, so that's how you have to understand where people are coming from. You might think that, and it's also important to confront things, I was telling you, don't get offended. Through things that happen in church, if someone says something to you and you're like, why'd you say that to me? They might not have meant to say that to you, or you might have interpreted it wrong, or they might have said it wrong. So it's important. That's one of the biggest things within leadership. No one's going to get mad at you if you ask them, why did you say that to me? Because everybody at the end of the day wants to have understanding. Nobody wants to be in constant fight and strife. Yes.
Why did you tell me?
No, but seriously, this is seriously the time for it, because there's issues that kind of plague everybody. There's issues, So if you have if anyone offends you, it's important. I mean, you don't have to do it in everybody, but even if you go to the person separately, it's important that you don't hold offenses, because guess what? That happens. You form up barriers around yourself, and then you can't be an effective leadership team. Because so if Chris offended you, so let's do some role models, right?
Keep rolling. Keep
So
rolling.
we're gonna do some
Wait,
role
are we
models.
keep rolling? Keep rolling the tape.
Oh, boy, I can't stand her no more.
That's just being outright mean.
Hey, girl.
Oh no.
So now when we're at leadership, Brianna, can you help me with these youth? I need help, some people to help me minister. What are you going to say? No. And who does that really affect? Does it affect me and you as much? It affects the group and the youth that you're leading. So it's important that when you are offended, that you go to the person and tell them that you're offended. You guys understand it? So let's do some role play. Because I think this is a good. Y'all don't like role play?
I don't like role play.
Okay, then we don't have to do any role play. But you guys understand what I'm saying, right?
I understand.
I get you, P.
Okay. And the last thing we're gonna do, and then I'll let y'all just kind of wait around for lunch. I want to tell you guys something that you guys made 2 years ago that I found. You guys might have been here, but y'all made this 2 years ago. And I want you guys to see how far you guys have come.
I made this 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I think it was actually written by Maggie. But 2 years ago, you guys said, we are a generation that will move forward. We are a generation that obeys God. We are a generation that loves others and themselves, where there's no gossip. We are a successful generation. We are a generation that will work in the fullness of God. We are a generation that will be attentive. We are a nonviolent generation. And we are a generation that can hear and feel God. So I want you guys to look at this and see where you have had progress over the last 2 years. Huh? We are moving forward. Yeah, so it's just see in areas where you've progressed. So think about it. This is 2 years ago. This is what you guys were saying, and I'm trying to, because you guys are going to be the new leadership team. You guys want to do this kind of stuff with your youth too?
Oh, y'all had a different leadership team here at the time?
We really didn't have a leadership team at that time.
We was just cooling in the cut.
We were cooling in the
Oh, y'all was cooling in the cut.
Hey.
I like cooling in the cut.
Yeah. There was something else that I wanted to show you guys, but I couldn't find it. It's really important.
I don't get it. I just like the word.
It's just you know, you be in the cut.